Hey everyone, welcome back to Installation 00. This is the Classified Materials series where we document and cover every entry in Halseys' journal from start to finish, analysing each entry contextually, the lore surrounding that particular entry, and any tidbits of information we find along the way. This is episode 19, dated August 22nd, 2524. Doctor, if you would.
August 22nd, 2524. I'm furious. My candidates were rerouted during a training exercise to a special forces camp on the other side of Reach. Mendez says his sources speak of interested parties within ONI who want to observe them in action firsthand. Why? To usurp my project? To cut our budget? I took my grievances to the Vice Admiral, claims to know nothing, and told me to stop being so paranoid. A sure sign that something is going on. I've requested that the production of the next generation AI matrix strata be expedited, so my new intrusion and counter-intrusion software can be developed to aid the Spartans, and to watch my back.
This entry in Halseys' journal is rather sparse, but at least nods towards happenings across the UNSC that are worth exploring, and present something of a mystery. Halsey is rightly angry because the young Spartan candidates have been rerouted during a training exercise to a special forces camp for interested parties within ONI to actually watch and observe them firsthand. At this stage in their training, they hadn't been augmented yet, they hadn't been given armour yet. These were just the Spartan candidates having been trained from the age of 6, demonstrating their battle prowess. Halsey goes on to speculate on these interested parties, suspecting them to usurp the project or cut the budget. The interesting thing here is that as far as contestation against the Spartan program is concerned, very few people actually knew about the Spartan program at this point. And of those who did, most of them were directly involved with the Spartan program, so to actually have people, so to speak, outside of the Spartan program that were against it in some degree doesn't make a lot of sense. The only person whom initially I thought would be involved in this would be Colonel James Ackerson, the mind behind the Spartan-III Program. And obviously the Spartan-II and Spartan-III programs are in direct contestation with each other for funding and budgets from the Office of Naval Intelligence. But the problem therein is that this entry takes place in 2524, and yet the first discussions between Ackerson and the Office of Naval Intelligence about the Spartan-III program didn't take place until October of 2531. Now again, it's still possible that it could be Ackerson, as Ackerson did have a long career of spearheading certain projects and ideas that were in constant contestation with Dr. Halsey and her research for funding and the like. But at least in regards to direct contestation between that and the Spartan-III program, no conclusion here can be drawn for that. Again, the argument for usurping the project, again, there was such a few quantity of people that actually knew about the Spartan program at this stage, and they were in some degree or another intimately involved with the Spartan program. Usurping it wouldn't make a lot of sense for them. But it could indeed just come down to budget. People involved with the Spartan program knew how expensive the Spartan program was. It wasn't outwardly revealed to some of the top brass of ONI at the time until Ackerson's meeting with them about the Spartan-III program in 2531, when Ackerson brought the budgets to the heads of ONI to aid his argument and gain a foothold for his Spartan-III program as being a cheaper, more efficient Spartan program, trading lives for time. So again, while it could be to a degree involved with the budget, again, so few people knew of it, and even less knew how much was being spent on it until 2531. She then goes on to say that she took her grievances to Vice Admiral. Now this is probably Vice Admiral Michael Stanforth, who had a very interesting and decorated career with the Office of Naval Intelligence. He held a seat on the Security Council. He was also the head of Section 3 of the Office of Naval Intelligence, so answered directly to Admiral Parangosky, and was intimately involved with the Spartan-II Program, Project Mjolnir, and Project Gungnir. For Halsey, he was something of a political protector. He had gone out of his way on numerous occasions to protect both Halsey and the Spartan program from saboteurs and competitors, including Ackerson, but couldn't be trusted entirely, as he had on numerous occasions completely prevented her from accessing classified information regarding the Spartan-III program. So his assurances that he didn't know anything and that she's probably being paranoid most definitely did mean that something was going on. But again, through my research, aside from Ackerson, and it's a loose call with Ackerson, I can't find anyone or any entity specifically who will have known enough about Halsey and the Spartan program at that time to actually be actively working against her. Again, Ackerson's a possibility, but it's not a sure thing. It's not a good fit. And at the very end, she briefly summarises new emergent research and development that she's doing on AI matrix strata. She also directly references intrusion and counter-intrusion software, which, interestingly enough, is exactly the intrusion software package that was given to Cortana upon her creation. So, at this stage in 2524, Halsey was already laying the groundwork for developing Cortana, knowing full well that having a next-generation smart AI with these intrusion software algorithms built into her would help Halsey infinitely in being able to watch her own back, as well as access information that she wants to get her hands on but has been categorically denied access on numerous occasions. This is a way basically for her to circumnavigate Vice Admiral Stanforth's orders. This adds an interesting political twist to what's going on behind the scenes for the Spartan program in these early days, before even some of the more ethically and morally debatable aspects of the program came into place. Which is not to say that kidnapping 6-year-old children and replacing them with perishable flash clones isn't morally reprehensible, but even to this day, that information regarding the Spartan program is known about by very, very few people. In any case, this wasn't the first and most definitely would not be the last time that the Spartans were redirected or observed or tested or given an unpleasant surprise during a training operation to test their capabilities. It's just one such event that Halsey found out about very quickly and was evidently irritated enough by to make note of it. Thanks for watching. If I could respectfully ask, if you enjoyed this video, consider hitting the subscribe button and the little bell icon so you're told the second a new video hits the shelves. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed, and if not, it's not a problem. And be sure to pop a comment below to throw me an idea on what you want to see next. Massive thanks to my awesome patrons, Spartan-10148, the Metarch of my facility, Falcon, Prophet, Leon, Sylphia, Mikhail, and Irrefutable, the monitors of the array, Darian, Flaming Halo, Cameron, Spartan-0137, the Cave Potato, Andrew, Shia, Dakota, and Ghost, my diligent sub-monitors, my fleet of Strato Sentinels, and my loyal enforcers, and all other patrons who have supported the channel and helped keep the domain operational. Huge props and recognition to Todd Morrison, Spartan-137, Wesley Stuckey, and Jacob Kemp for jumping on as Tier 0 Transcendent YouTube members. You guys are epic. Shout out to John for reasons. And if you want to help support the channel and score yourself tons of perks and merch, head over to Patreon or consider becoming a YouTube member. Links, as ever, are in the description. Much love. Take it easy everyone, and find peace in the domain.